Marketing. How do you market a party rental business? That is one of the biggest comments that I get on my channel. And today, we're going to go over how I market my party rental business, how I figured out the tendencies of customers, and I'm going to share it with you. Let's get into it. Okay, first things first, party rentals is something that people seek out. When someone wants to rent tents, tables, or chairs, guess what they do? Or what would you do? Go straight to Google, of course. Go straight to a search engine. Skip all the other BS because that's the place where you find things. When you're searching these things out, you're going to Google and you want to be that top listing on Google. So that's the important thing. How do you become the top listing on Google? Well, first of all, you start a Google My Business page or a Google search page for your business. Secondly, you run AdWords on it. Pay for those AdWords. Connect your website to your Google. So you have to have a website. And then just make sure that the pages on your website have rich keywords with, what it is that you're searching for. So if you look at my website, you will see on there that I have very generic keywords so that the search engine, when Google, the search engine, is combing my website, they can easily categorize it because it's like, oh, Saskatoon tent rentals. Like the keywords are very bold. However, there is something called H1 tags, H2 tags, and tags like that. So research that if you want to get more into how Google categorizes things, blah, 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 blah. All right, wedding customers, you can probably get a lot out of Facebook groups. Still, there's just brides there. All the brides' eyes are on the Facebook groups. Of course, they'll be searching things out like tents and so forth in Google, but the power of Facebook groups is still way up there. And even Facebook Marketplace. So I know Facebook Marketplace is a little bit annoying because someone will reach out to you and they'll be like, hey, is this available? And then you go and check availability and it's not through your regular way of booking things. What I love to do is I put ads up on Facebook Marketplace, but I have a little watermark where they can figure it out and go to my website. So say if I have a picture of chairs and it says chairs for $2.15, they message me, hey, is this available? It's like, yeah, it's probably available. Go check the website. You can book instantly there. And they always say thanks. And then either a booking doesn't come in or a booking comes in, and I get 20-30 messages a week from that. So even when you are big, you have to always be checking yourself on all things, your Google listings, your Facebook listings. You can have an Instagram store, you can now have a Google store, you can have all these things. So each place you list your products in is more eyes and more clicks. And math, more eyes and more clicks equals more, you got it, Ronnie, sale. With decor and stuff like that, people aren't like, oh, this is what I need. Other than wedding backdrops and pipe and drape, that's something that people will search out from you. But when you have these fancy items that people don't know that they want, but you're going to tell them that they want, then you have to go to Facebook and you have to go to these wedding shows and you have to go to all these other places and really seek out your customers so that they'll end up booking those things. If you're marketing something that people can't think of, but they're gonna love it for their wedding or their event, say my greenery ladders. Well, my greenery ladders are such a unique item that they require me to take a video, go to a wedding show, put pictures up on Facebook groups, like go to all the places where I can show people this thing so that they're like, ooh, I like that, right? And then I have to give them a call to action. So within one of my posts or when I'm talking to someone at a wedding show, I have to give them a way to book it before they see something else shiny and then go and book that thing. Another tactic that I like to do is called the Mixaroo. I call it the Mixaroo. And it's where you take an item and pair it with another item that's less popular, put it inside a package to get that less popular item moving. For instance, stanchions and red carpet. And then you put them together and make a red carpet package. Or barrel light poles to get the barrels moving with the lights. And the dance floor. Barrel light pole dance floors. There's also more classic approaches to this. It would be tents, tables, and chairs inside a package with a dance floor, all in one neat little package for them to easily book. I mean, if you have a little bit of dance floor, it's going to be hard to move that dance floor on its own. But when you have that dance floor and you put it inside that package, it's going to start moving. It really will. Pieces of pipe and drape, all you need to do is find pictures of pipe and drape assembled, like chupas or nice backdrops, and then just add the pieces in to make a package. And then people are all of a sudden buying uprights for backdrops. And secretly, what you're doing is you're gaining all this inventory. So when people are booking red carpets with the stanchions, and people are booking wedding backdrops with the the pipe and the drape, all of a sudden you're buying more and more of this stuff, and then you're getting trade show ready. And then once you're trade show ready, it doesn't matter anymore, because you can just put orders together for people for trade show booths using those stanchions, using those uprights from the backdrops, the stanchions from the red carpets, and blah 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 blah. But back to advertising. But honestly, you can advertise anywhere where there is eyes, as long as you can grab someone's attention and you're persistent enough. You can't just post one ad somewhere and expect it to resonate, or if no one gives it some love, just stop posting. Just be relentless with your posting, especially if you don't have money to put into advertising, but you have time. Utilize that time and get on the internet. I used to be a big fan of, handing out flyers. But, it's a digital age, and, you can hand out flyers and take a chance, but all the eyes on the internet is just a way smarter use of time. So digital is way better than in person. But on the same note, in person can be such a valuable tool if you're a bigger business. Say you join your local chamber of commerce, your local club, whatever it is, and you get business contacts. Well, the other contacts have contacts, and that's all who you know. And that's kind of where I'm going to be getting into next year, where I've been dabbling in this year, but I'll be getting way more into next year, is, joining the Chamber of Commerce, joining all these groups where someone knows someone who holds the event, and then, you can be that guy. And the reason why I'm not doing this right now is because I don't have enough inventory. As soon as I have enough inventory that I can fulfill anybody's dream event, that is the time that I'll be able to be very aggressive into the bigger stuff. I just don't have enough tents. Imagine going up to someone being like, hey, do you want to rent from me? And they're like, yeah, we need 40 tents and we need, 5 truckloads of stuff. And you're like, yeah, I own 6 marquees. And they're like, okay, bye. And that's not good. That's not good. So it's about timing as well. It's massively about timing when you're trying to get the big boys. There's bidding on jobs. Say a fair that comes into town every year. There's probably 100 things. You just look at the lineup for summer events for your city, and you just contact the right people, and you go to LinkedIn and you can find out everyone's job title in LinkedIn. So you go there and you see what their title is. They're like, oh, planner for blah, 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 or marketing for blah, blah, blah. Then you know exactly who to target, and you send them a message and you say, hey, I noticed that, you guys book marquee tents every year at the Children's Festival, and we have a new rental company, and we've seen what's up there before. Can we have a chance to bid on this? Or if there's ever anything you need, then we can come help you out. We noticed that you use marquee tents. You have lots of garbage cans. You have lots of this at the event. Well, we can provide that for you. And it doesn't hurt to reach out a hand and just say, hey, if you need something, we're here and we are capable to do the job. And so if you don't bid on it, how are you supposed to get the job? And that would be endgame, right? That's corporate. And that's what I want. I want it so bad. I'm going to get it. You're going to get it too if you do that. Guys, do good work. If you do good work, people will come back. I have customers every year who come back. They come back. And look professional. So I've got shirts for my guys. I've got matching hats for my guys now. Because, you want people to remember you. Well, you don't want them to remember you as that sloppy business. You want them to remember you as that crisp business. You can't start out absolutely crisp unless you have money, you have processes and people. But damn, you can work towards it and every year change something, Put stickers on the bottom of your event rentals so that says your name. Make sure everyone's driving, make sure everyone's wearing the same color, make sure you have a brand color, make sure, just brand, start putting brand in there and making processes. Thanks for watching, guys. I hope you liked this video. If you got something from it, you know what to do. We'll see you on the next one. And as always, You stay classy.